According to a high-ranking official in the Ukrainian Air Force, having a larger number of Sapsan operational tactical missile systems could have potentially altered the outcome of the conflict with Russia by thwarting their occupation of Ukrainian territories. Yuriy Ihnat, the spokesperson for Ukraine's Air Force, emphasized in an interview that the Sapsan missile system would have provided Ukraine with a highly effective means to strike important Russian military installations. Expressing regret over the delayed development of the Sapsan missile system, the spokesperson described it as a potent missile spear capable of inflicting significant damage on Russia. He further suggested that the mere presence of such a weapon might have served as a deterrent, potentially dissuading Russia from engaging in aggression without even needing to deploy it. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why top Ukrainian Air Force official is gravely missing the indigenous Sapsan system. Let's get started. Yuriy Ihnat said, "If Ukraine had a sufficient number of Sapsan operational tactical missile systems, we're not sure if Russia would have dared to occupy Crimea and other territories." As per Ihnat, the Sapsan, with their range of 300 to 500 kilometers, that's 185 to 310 miles, would have had the capability to destroy Russian airfields and cause significant losses to Russian troops as they advanced towards Ukraine's borders. Sapsan is a Ukrainian short-range ballistic missile system being developed by KB Pivden and PA Pivdenmash, designed to combine the features of a tactical missile system and a multiple rocket launcher. The original version of the missile, for Ukraine's own use, was to have a range of 500 kilometers. An export variant was also supposed to be developed with a range limited to 280 kilometers in order to fall within the 300-kilometer limit set by the Missile Technology Control Regime, which seeks to curtail the proliferation of missiles and missile technology. The concept of developing the Sapsan system originated in the 1990s. The development of the system was undertaken by the Ukrainian design firm Yuzhnoye. The project was officially introduced in 2013. It's referred to by various names, such as Sapsan, Grom, Grim, Grim 2, and Hrim 2. Over the years, different modifications of the missile and the associated weapon system have been developed for domestic use and export purposes. The Sapsan system includes a 10-wheeled transporter erector launcher, TEL, capable of carrying 2 containerized missiles simultaneously. Work on the Sapsan system commenced in 2014, with reports emerging in 2016 that Saudi Arabia had allocated $40 million to the program. By 2017, Ukraine had acquired the mobile launcher chassis for the Sapsan system, and in 2018, a partially complete version of the system was showcased during a military parade in Kyiv. In 2019, reports indicated that 2 prototypes had been produced, with one intended for testing in Saudi Arabia and the other in Ukraine. However, the testing and development of the system were subsequently halted due to inadequate funding. It was estimated that an additional $300 million would be required to complete the Sapsan system. In 2021, Ukraine's Defense Ministry approved funding to at least construct a testing battery, but the extent of progress beyond that point remains unknown for the project. This system's value lay in its standoff strike capability. The statement made by Yuriy Ihnat underscores the necessity for long-range missile systems capable of targeting Russian positions. Kyiv faces a significant challenge on the battlefield as important Russian military assets, particularly in occupied Ukrainian territories, including Crimea, remain largely untouchable to Ukrainian strikes. Moscow has made extensive use of its various military installations in the region, including the Sevastopol port hosting its Black Sea Fleet and the Saki Air Base to conduct missile strikes and provide support to its ground forces in Ukraine. In response, Kyiv has been making efforts to target these bases, primarily through drone attacks conducted by air and naval forces. Although the United States has not supplied Kyiv with Army TACMS, Army Tactical Missile System, to enable strikes in Crimea, the United Kingdom has provided Ukraine with a limited number of air-launched, long-range Storm Shadow missiles. Storm Shadow is equipped with a TR-60-30 turbojet engine, providing it with a max range of 560 kilometers or 350 miles. The missile has a top speed of Mach 0.95 and is equipped with a 450 kilograms or 990 pounds Broach warhead. When the Russian invasion started, Ukraine had a very limited inventory of sophisticated, domestically produced weaponry. This has plagued them throughout the conflict. While Western countries have transferred a lot of weapons, the delay and low numbers have gravely impacted Ukraine's war effort. There are indications that the Sapsan system has been used on some specific occasions. Russia has claimed that Ukraine has already deployed the Sapsan missile system against its forces, but Ukraine has not officially confirmed the use of this missile system. Several large explosions occurred at Saki Air Base at Novofedorivka in Russian-occupied Crimea, 220 kilometers or about 135 miles from the front line on the 9th of August, 2022. The cause was unclear, but several media outlets discussed the possibility it was Sapsan. On May 6, 2023, Russian officials reported that 2 Ukrainian Sapsan ballistic missiles were successfully shot down over Crimea by Russian air defenses. No casualties or damages have been reported. As evident, a substantial quantity of domestically developed missile weapon systems with advanced capabilities would have acted as a strong deterrent against Russian forces. This would also greatly help with counter-offensive operations. But it's clear that Ukraine doesn't have the Sapsan system in the required numbers, and it's being sorely missed.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.